What is up, assholes? This is Freshman here. Welcome back to another episode of the Divine Speaker Extended Demo. Thank you guys for being patient once again. Happy to say that I do have a couple of days off, even though technically tomorrow I won't have a day off because busy Saturday, or I think it's called Super Saturday. I don't know what the hell it's called, honestly. But you know, it's the weekend before Christmas and things get busy for retail in general, so that's happening. But I do have a couple of days off. I have today off, the way the day this video comes out, and I also have Sunday off, which is nice, which is I have time for more videos. And outside of that, I also have later on time. Like I literally have a lot of day offs coming up, so I'm really excited about that, honestly, because I really needed it. But anyways, we're here with more Divine Speaker Extended Demo, and I'm happy to say that I am going to be re-uploading some old videos on this channel eventually, because again, I don't know when if I'll ever get my old channel back, and because of that, I might have to re-upload some videos that were on my old channel onto my new one. And thanks to Alyssa, who's awesome, one of our fellow awesome ones, if you will. Alyssa has provided us, has downloaded videos of mine, which is completely fine, by the way, because that's something that's out of my control. I'm just pointing out there that, like, shout out to Alyssa, because Alyssa has a lot of the videos from my old channel, something that I don't have, and it'd be a way for us to like bring it back. And again, it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, if there's certain parts that I can't show because of YouTube, that is directly going to Patreon, so I don't make I guess I don't want to say I don't want to make the same mistake twice, because YouTube did allow like the censorship and all that at certain points, but it was like maybe 2 years ago when YouTube was like, no, you can't do that anymore. Even if it's censored, it can't be on this platform, if you know what I mean. So that's kind of like the whole ordeal, but we are going to try and see how many series we could bring back, but it'll be like a video it'll be a day-to-day basis, if that makes any sense. But I'll keep that a secret, because I don't know how far it'll go, but I'm just happy to tell you guys that we can get some old videos back, so I'm really excited to show that off to you guys. Outside of that, without further ado, let's just go and jump straight into some Divine Speaker Extended Demo. I thought I'd just give you guys a quick update. I'm sure you guys are excited to hear that, because I know a lot of you guys have been saying you want to go back to my old videos and like rewatch some, and I'm like, can't do that unfortunately because I don't have the videos, but it looks like someone does, so crossing fingers on that. But anyways, when we get back, Leos is leaning back in his chair with his legs up on the table. The inn is empty apart from him.
What took you so long?
We were just at the beach.
Getting a little cozy.
Beach? Seriously? Forget it. You can do whatever you want.
Fawn and I joined him at the table.
What did the healer say?
Apparently I am dying.
What? That's not funny.
I'm fine. He just told me to rest up.
Is he hiding something from me? I just don't know anymore.
All right.
You could say that he has a poker face, poker face. Poker face, poker face. That was a huge song back in middle school for me. Holy crap. Was it middle school when that came out? Man, I can't believe it's been that long. Anyways, Nico's was nowhere in sight. So the three of us sat alone in the inn. Outside, a few people bustled around. The sun's still high in the sky.
So, what do we do from here on out? What can we do?
What do we even have to do? We might as well make ourselves comfortable here for a while.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have anywhere else to go.
That is true.
Honestly, what do you even mean by we? I only came with you because I had to. I see no reason to stick around.
I guess so, but you can't just run off alone. Where would you even go?
Wouldn't it be rude if we just kept staying here, though?
We can't rely on Nico's good nature forever.
And what do you suggest?
I don't know.
Then why bother opening your mouth?
Oh.
Sorry.
For now.
Kaz? Is that you?
The door to the tavern opened with a creak.
Huh? Sorry, I think you've...
Caspian! It is you!
Wait, what?
You haven't aged a day! How long's it been?
I looked up from where I was sitting, and an older man was standing by our table looking into my face eagerly. That name. Where have I? I've heard it before.
He's not...
That's it?
It has. How long would you say it's been, really?
Fawn and Leos flashed me a confused look, but I ignored them. If this is what I think it is.
Well, it's been a good 18 or 19 years, surely. What brings you back through these parts?
Oh, you know, just a bit of travel. Say, You remember that last time we met? My memory must be giving out on me. Whereabouts was I headed again?
That's smart.
You're still the same old guy after all. You were on your way to Oxamer, right?
Of course. How could I forget?
Anyway, it was great seeing you again. We should catch up sometime, if you'll be around these parts.
Oh, sure. I'll be around town, so drop by again sometime.
The old man turned and left, and a silence filled the room.
What just happened?
Caspian.
This is it.
I pulled a book out from my clothes and set it down to the table for everyone to see.
He could still be alive.
What are you talking about? Slow down and explain yourself.
I mentioned it a few days ago, but I never thought to show you the actual book. When I was in the Speaker's archive, I found so many books. I didn't think about it until now, but one was called Sid Kaum. Fawn, you said that's a city out here, right? Why would he own a book like that? Everything inside was scribbled out. Does that mean the Speaker does know something about this place?
That's what you call censorship, ladies and gentlemen. And there are certain countries, won't name them, that are heavy on censorship. And I mean, to the degree of like, oh, this doesn't exist. I mean, technically, I guess every country has their own sense of censorship now thinking about it. I mean, because even the US has its own type of censorship. And I'm not talking about just like, like the ones I had to do for my videos. I mean, like actual censorship. I mean, it's just, it's a common thing. It's just like one of those things where it's like, it depends on the context, if you will. Like, if it's about a certain individual, then yeah, like a very important individual, that individual's going to make sure that everything in the power of that person could just like censor all the bad things said about that person. I'm sure there's the certain individual maybe I'm talking about, but he's a very important figure, then obviously there's like, when it comes to countries, censorship too, which I'm sure exists, specifically on like history and such. Okay, I could go on and on about this, but you get the idea. But yes, come on, yeah, the Speaker definitely knows something about this place.
But more importantly, I found this. Look at this. It matches. I can't read it. The page before, though, I can read. It's some kind of bloodline, which I can only assume is the royal family. Or was. It ends in Prince Caspian, dated 37 years ago.
Fawn and Leos leant in closer to look at the book and listen to my ramblings.
I thought that he must be dead because of what Leos told me before. And I was disappointed because it was my only lead. But if he was seen here 18 or 19 years ago, he could still be alive.
But he's from Aurelia Cavella too. How would he know to come here?
Maybe we weren't the first to leave. Before, you told me that he was assumed dead. Could it be possible that he lived and escaped instead? And came here? The first town outside of the forest?
But they told me, it could be possible, yes. I didn't see his body.
Didn't see his body?
But why did he mistake you for him?
I don't know.
Ooh. Well, I mean, I kind of got the idea from when he was like, oh, are you Prince Caspian? That old man? Oh, I mean, he could be part of the same bloodline. I'm curious what they're going to go with this. Because, I mean, obviously, I'm just thinking of, like, different... I'm, like, trying to... I don't want to compare it to other things. I really don't. But, like, based on my knowledge of just like media and just like watching a bunch of things, being the nerd I am, like I wonder how they're gonna take this. And I would like it if they go either way, honestly. And honestly, if they don't go in either of these directions, that's completely okay. Honestly, I'm one of those people that's very open-minded to stuff. I just hope that it tells a good story, if that makes any sense. But I could totally see this storyline possibly going to this either kind of like how Attack on Titan is going on right now. If you've read ahead, then you probably know what I'm about to... Well, I'm not going to spoil it, but if you've read ahead on Attack on Titan, I wonder if they're going to go that route in terms of like bloodline, which would be interesting. I would definitely be down for that. Or they could go like kind of like the Last Jedi type of thing, where again, it's like the complete polar opposite, which would be fine too, because it's just like, it's more something that as an individual can like grasp, I guess. If that makes any sense. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain, but like without trying to spoil it. But okay, I guess I had to, because like in Last Jedi, like Rey found, I'm pretending episode 9 never existed, right? But Last Jedi in episode 8, like the one thing that was revealed is that Rey came from a family of nobody, wasn't part of a royal bloodline of any sort or anything. She was literally a nobody. She just came from a very poor family who abandoned her for money, literally. And that's like, I'm not gonna go on. I could rant about it because I think it's an awesome storyline, but there's people who didn't like that. But yeah, that could be also really cool, I think, too, because again, it's just, it kind of gives, it's like the most heartbreaking thing you could hear, especially you've been told that you believe in yourself, and like you keep hearing things from other people like, okay, maybe I am part of royalty, maybe I'm supposed to be part of this special family, just to find out that you're actually not. Like, that is the most heartbreaking thing ever. And it could be a good way to like go towards a bad or good end too, just thinking from a visual novel perspective. But either of those routes I would be happy if they go with, but if they don't go with either one, that's cool too. But I'm just saying that's where my head is at right now, where they could go the Attack on Titan route or the Last Jedi route, but both are completely awesome to me, I think. But anyways, just some thoughts I thought I'd just point it out there. I was like flexing some knowledge, it felt like. I'm sorry, but you know how I am. I just start talking and I just start talking.
We could look similar, but I'm not sure. He could also just be a delirious old man.
That too. It can also be a timeline thing, but you know what? We're not going to go into that because that's kind of like sci-fi-ish. But I thought on it for a moment. But even if I did look like him, no one ever told me at home.
Caspian. He might know something about these markings. I have to find him, but I won't force you two to come with me. I couldn't. We've already done so much together. It was a real journey.
I'm coming with you.
Me too.
What? I just said...
I've spent enough time around you to know you'll easily get yourself killed if you go by yourself. Unfortunately, I owe you one.
You have my hands in my abs. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to make a Lord of the Rings reference. Come on, they're joining them on a fellowship. This is a fellowship of the... Fellowship of the Booty. No, no, the Fellowship of the Caspian. Sure, that has a good read to it.
And I just want to come with you. I don't want to stay here alone.
Guys, thank you so much.
You can thank me later when I save you from Flower Boy cooking you up for dinner.
What? I don't eat people.
Oh, of course not.
Oh, she deo, she deo. Okay, but he turned his eyes back to me.
The real question is, why didn't you tell me about this before? Do you think keeping secrets will help you find him?
A minute ago, you were telling me I'm too trusting.
And it's not like he knows everything yet. That strange thing that happened with Fawn.
I've heard of Oxaber. It's pretty far from here. A few days' walk at least.
How are we meant to get there if walking isn't an option then, huh?
Maybe you could hitch a ride on a wagon? Whoops! Didn't mean to scare you.
Oh, for the love of... Yes, you did mean to scare them.
Where do you keep popping up from?
I heard you talking about Oxabor just now, so I thought I'd give you a suggestion. Traders from Oxabor regularly bring their, goods to sell at the local markets and back alleys.
Oh, great, back alleys. A BL fandom's dream. Seriously, there's always a back alley in a BL game for the most part. I think there's actually one where there wasn't, but I can't remember at the top of my head. But anyways.
And they return with empty wagons. I'm sure if you ask nicely enough, one will let you hitch a ride.
That's a great idea. But what do you mean, in back alleys?
I feel like the game knows exactly what I'm talking about. Come on.
Oxabor is known for its, well, it's glass. High quality, tough stuff. So they have a lot of questionable goods. You'll find out when you get there, I'm sure.
Let's see. A town a few days away from Stagwich. From Nico's description, is known for high quality glass protection, questionable goods.
I see. Where can we find them then?
If you head north, towards the outskirts of the town is our major stables. They usually park their carts up there. I'm sure if you ask around, you'll find someone heading to Oxabor.
Then that's where we're headed.
And take this. It's only a measly sum, but you earned it last night.
He handed over a small jingly sack.
I'll look after that. I'll trust you not to get robbed. Again.
Leo's plucked the bag out of his hands, probably for the best.
Nikos, thank you. I don't know how, but I'll definitely repay you for this.
Sure. Come by someday and perform for me again.
Of course.
We're gonna escalate it though. It's the after night. Wait, where is this at? The Sleeping Bird? What's the restaurant called again? Hold on, I'm sure it's here. Actually, this would be a good time to check the lore part of the game. Oh, well. Oh, right here, right? Yeah, there we go. What is this place called? Places. Stagwitch. Oh wait, do we not have a name for the place, or is it called Azuros? No, that's the forest. Archives aren't definitely not it. Oh, actually, we could just see, where is he? Nikos. Oh, the Sleeping Ostrich Inn. There we go. Wait, what was I going with this? Oh, the after hours of the Sleeping Ostrich Inn will have a special performance performed by 3 beautiful young men. And then you just see a bunch of females in the crowd just like, yeah, throwing money. Okay, but anyways, that's just my headcanon. I don't know. We said our final goodbyes to Nikos. I hope the day comes when I can repay him for this.
So, we're gonna go from driver to driver, one at a time, and ask if they'll let 3 guys sit in the back.
I guess so?
The worst they can do is say no.
That is true.
I don't trust you not to run your mouth again. Let me do the talking.
Well, I mean, something tells me that we're gonna have to use the jiggly sack that we just got to pay our way to get there. That's my guess. But outside, it was a cooling down as the sun started to set over the horizon. Birds jumped from branch to branch of nearby trees and sung a beautiful song. Reminds you of the strange guy last night and his pet bird. We headed north and eventually came across the village stables. They are filled with dozens of vehicles, from wagons and carts to full-blown carriages. One in particular caught my eye. Black with the gold trim and polished to perfection. Unfortunately, the driver is nowhere to be seen. Not that someone with obvious riches would let 3 dirty guys sit in the back. In fact, not many of the drivers are not here at all. Most sat empty, the stables being nearly devoid of life.
Is there anyone around?
Look.
One pointed to a pile of wooden boxes where a large man sat and picked at his fingernails.
I'll go.
No.
Leos approached the man quietly and tapped him on the shoulder.
We're looking for someone that'll give us a ride to Oxybor. You know anyone?
He remained silent, staring into Leo's eyes before grunting and pointing his chin in the other direction. When I turned... Oh, holy Toledo, Batman. Well, hot diggity dog. Woo! That got me. I was surprised. When I turned to look, I couldn't help but be surprised. Sitting in the driver's seat of a car was a woman with big... Oh, I thought they were going to say something else. Big, messy hair staring into the distance. Yeah, that is actually... Holy... Yeah, that... Oh, I'm at H. I forgot. It's different for everyone, but that is long hair. That's like going down all the way to her freaking waist. Damn. And I thought my hair was long. No, like, seriously, I think this is pretty long. It's not the longest, to be fair, but it's still long. Anyways... I know Leo's told me to stay quiet, but...
Hello, miss?
She cast her large eyes down at me.
Yes?
My friends and I, we're looking for transport to Oxybor, but we don't know the way. Is this your wagon?
Do you know the way? Like, I'm not. God, that was like last year. What am I doing? Her wagon was average looking, wooden and a little rough around the edges, but sturdy. It could easily hold us in the back.
To Oxybor?
She looked us all up and down before her eyes finally settled on me again.
Yes, this is my wagon. Why are you going there?
We're looking for someone. A friend.
I see.
Are you going to Oxybor?
God, this is like me in a definite, like this is me in a conversation. Oh, it's so dead, I swear. It's so dead, and just, I can imagine if like there's like bystanders hearing me talk to other people. This is what it feels like right now.
Me?
Yes?
I am.
This is going nowhere pretty fast.
Miss, would you let us come with you?
Didn't I already say yes?
No, you didn't. Is this girl some kind of...
Thank you. When do you leave?
I leave now.
Maybe she's just a little shy.
So, do we just, get on the back?
Please.
We climb in the back after her.
How long does it take to get to Oxibor, miss?
This is a big fucking wagon. Goddamn. But she spoke with her back turned to us, moving barrels and crates to make room for us. It's actually quite spacious back here.
Half a day. We should be there by sunup tomorrow.
I see. We can't thank you enough, really.
Well, I was on my way back anyway.
Why don't we introduce ourselves?
Good idea. My name's Raen.
You can call me Leos, if you must.
I'm fine.
Her eyes stuck on Fawn for a moment before she opened her mouth. I mean, who wouldn't? I keep saying it, but it's so true. Who would not fawn over him? Okay, like really, look at him. Look at you. You can't help but to be like, he's so adorable.
My name is Lilas. Tell me, where are you from?
Lilas. Lilas seems quiet but not shy. More like she only says things that need to be said. A little aloof, perhaps, but kind enough to offer us a ride to Oxibor. I'm sorry, Exibor.
Me? I live by myself. I mean...
He lives alone, not far from here.
Hold up. I was talking about outfits earlier. So, I mean, there is a distinct difference. There's like... I want to say similar. I mean, they are having like gold type of stuff right here. But, I mean, she was staring at him, so I couldn't help but to think like, maybe Fawn came from Oxibor? And maybe that's why she stared at him, because she's like, this is, you know, he seems like he dresses like one of us. Just a guess though. And maybe it's not the jacket per se, but it's actually might be this vest that Fawn is wearing. Just a thought.
Really? Your face reminds me of a customer of mine. Have you ever been to Cliffspire?
Oh, there you go. They answered my question.
No, I mean,
Huh? That's a weird reaction. He was fumbling over his words and staring at the ground. That itself isn't much different to usual, but...
You must have the wrong guy. He's Aurelian, through and through.
Leo's head dropped in his palm. Sorry, Leos, I had to help him somehow.
I see. Well, no matter. Tell me more of the friend you're looking for.
By now, the sky is slowly darkening and stars are beginning to peek out from above.
We're looking for a man named Caspian. He traveled through these parts many years ago.
Caspian? I'm afraid I've never heard of him. Oxibor is a small place, so I'm sure you'll find out something.
You said you sell stuff, right?
Fawn looked over towards Leos.
so what exactly do you sell?
I sell happiness to every corner, and hopefully, one day, beyond.
Go beyond plus ultra! Okay, but no, seriously. What does this mean? Is it... She runs a store in Oxibor and regularly travels to sell her wares. When questioned on what she sells, she responded, happiness. I think I know what she means, but you know, I don't know. Maybe my mind is just in the deep end. That's a strange description. Happiness? That could be anything.
I see.
It's about time we leave then.
She climbed into the driver's seat and took the reins between her slender fingers. She pet the single horse lightly and it neighed at her touch. With only a slight movement, the horse began pulling the cart slowly through the streets. Lanterns inside the houses of Staggers were slowly coming to life. Nothing beats the atmosphere of a town at night. What's that sound?
There we go.
Everything shook as someone catapulted to the back of the wagon. What the hell are you? Oh god. That was amazing. I did not expect I don't expect anything less of Leo saying that or responding that way. Oh god.
Yo.
Another friend?
Nope.
We're all the best of friends. Feel free to keep going.
As you wish.
For fuck's sake, what is it now? Did you not harass us enough yesterday?
Hey, I'm just looking for a ride to Oxibor. Surely you have enough room for one more.
You're going to Oxibor too? What for?
Oh, you know, sightseeing. We're travelers. You've never heard of the Oxibor glass blowers?
What a pairing. A crazy man and his bird traveling the world together. Are you keeping it around in case you get hungry?
You know me so well already. You're making me blush.
The bird Varus hopped from his head to shoulder, tweeting along the way.
Do I seriously have to sit in an enclosed space with him until tomorrow? God, I think I'd rather walk.
More room for me, then.
It's fine, Leos.
I elbowed him lightly and whispered into his ear.
It's just one night.
We didn't get much of a chance to talk last night anyway. This is a great opportunity to get to know each other.
Then you can start with introducing yourself properly.
Didn't you hear? I go by Fox now.
Fox? The man's eyes went to his shoulder, where his bird pecked him lightly. Quickly, he looked back to me.
Actually, I was a little curious. A little birdie told me just the other day Stagwitch was filled with smoke. Apparently there was a fire in the nearby forest. Did you guys see that?
The fire? You could see it from here?
Oh? Were you closer to it?
Yeah,
Leos wrapped his arm around me and covered my mouth.
I'm sure a decent group like yourselves wouldn't have had anything.
Oh, I accidentally right-clicked, my bad.
Of course not.
He smirked at us.
Of course not. You just happened to arrive the next day, right?
how did you...
I'm glad we managed to hear the walking kaleidoscope sing, at least. Oh, what a voice. The long trip out to Stagwitch was worth it for that alone.
The bird pecked at him again, and the man glanced back towards him. Is that how it shows affection? Maybe it wants to be a pet. Noticing my gaze, the green-haired man gently ran a single fingertip over the bird's head, and it stopped.
You know, I also heard some weird rumors going around town. Someone with a curse appearing in the middle of the night. I doubt that the knowledge level of anyone in Stagwitch is very high, though. They're simple people. Anything slightly strange, they'll call it a curse or a demon.
He eyed me up closely.
A fire in the middle of a forest and someone with a curse appearing in the small town of Stagwitch. I wonder, could these two things be connected?
I don't know why you're asking me. I don't know anything about it.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just thinking out loud.
This guy puts me on edge. He acts friendly, but it's like there's something else he's after too. It's a little suspicious. A little.
Come on, I'm a friend. No need to look so tense. I'm an open book. Ask me any questions you want. There's nothing I don't know.
Nothing? How full of yourself can you get?
And that's saying a lot coming from Leos. Funny coming from him. Anyway, this could be a good opportunity. Oh, interesting. Are we good on time? Yeah, we're doing good on time, but okay, I was thinking about like maybe Leo, okay, maybe my mind is in the deep end, but maybe the whole happiness thing is she's probably just like, it's for a small town. I don't know how small Oxabor is, but it's one of those things where it's like maybe she's like an entertainer, and I don't mean it in that way, but I mean like an actual entertainer. Like back then, I guess maybe she's like a singer of some sort, because that's like a popular thing. Well, I mean, what am I talking about? It's still a popular thing. People still love singers. But I'm saying back then, having like a very awesome... I don't know. I say that, but... You know what? I'm not going to think about it. I don't know why it's about... Whoa. That's a question to ask. Does this matter? I don't know. I'm going to save just in case. Because you never know. I'm going to say this one. Thinking of the new things that I've learned lately, there is something I'm curious about.
Have you ever been in love?
What?
He's like, the fuck did he just say?
This isn't really the time to...
Have I ever been in love? Who asks that? Of all the questions you could ask someone like me, that's what you want to know?
Hey, I threw you off guard. Am I wrong? No? Yeah, that's what I thought. I shrugged at him.
Sorry. I thought you said you'd answer my questions. Was I wrong?
You know what, Rain? You and I think alike. You know that we really do.
I messed around with a few guys when I was younger. Was I in love? Sure. At the time, it felt like it.
It felt like it?
You tend to get consumed by the other person at the time, but looking back, it was probably just lust or not wanting to be alone. Love's a little deeper than that.
Really? Can you explain it to me?
He raised an eyebrow at my question, but continued talking anyway.
Oh, jeez, why am I giving out relationship advice to a kid? People often describe love as some happy feeling you get in your chest when you get along perfectly with your partner. It's more than that. It's the choice to stick by them through difficult times, through sickness, disagreements, and all the stupid things that either of you do. that's what makes your relationship stronger. Sometimes it has to be hard and hurt a little. It's all a part of the experience. It's exposing yourself and putting your complete trust in another person. This goes both ways, too. If only one person is putting in the effort, then is that really love anymore?
Sounds difficult.
What about you, then? I'll be honest, this is a little weird to be chatting about so casually, but, you haven't ever been in love?
Yeah, it's not a common thing to talk about with a stranger, especially. His eyes hovered on Fawn for a second before moving to Leo's.
You have a few handsome bachelors right here.
I, still don't really know what it feels like.
Oh, none of them are going to comment after that? Okay, that's
Leo's?
surprising.
Sounds like a waste of time.
One little birdie is staying quiet.
I haven't.
Sometimes being honest with yourself is the hardest part.
Ooh, okay. Oh, this is interesting. I like this. The only other visual novel I feel like where we had like moments like this is like, I think Camp Buddy actually, where we could keep talking as much as we want and just to get as much information as we want. And I think the difference I think is that in Camp Buddy there's like actual situations where it's like we have to do every single activity, where this is like we're having an actual conversation, because it's like we're not gonna have just like talking about love for like one whole night and that's it, you know, like we'll have multiple conversations. Yeah, that's how Varys met.
Actually, I was a little curious myself.
Find him? He's the one that found me.
There's the double click nightmare. He's the one who found you. Ooh. Actually, I was a little curious. Your bird is in Varys, right? Where did you find him?
Let's be honest. No one could resist my charms. I don't even have to open my mouth to... Ow!
The bird pecked him on the neck, making him jump.
All right. I'm partial to a little music myself and play a few instruments. I'd play a few times a week outside, and I noticed a little bluebird would come and listen. One thing led to another, and Varys decided to come with me. Seduced by my music instead of my charm.
Seduced?
Do wild animals usually...
Oh, that's not too different to fawn, really. Keeping wild animals?
I wanted to ask, but...
His eyes lit up again.
Can you talk to animals?
Don't be stupid.
In a way, sure.
Not another one.
Leos doesn't get it. You can though. In a way you can. I mean, that's a good thing. Like, that's a cool thing. Like with animals, you can like actually like communicate. You know, not clearly communicate. Like obviously, my cat's not going to be like speaking to me in fluent English. Never in a million years, right? But we can still communicate. Like I understand when they're hungry. I understand when they're agitated. I understand when they're happy. You know, and they tell me things too, like they rub my leg a bunch of times. It's like they're telling me they're hungry or something, or they're needy. They want to sit on my lap. They're just comfy and they just want to chill. Like, you know, you there's a way you can communicate with animals. Just, you know, obviously it's not the way that we're used to, like we do with other humans. But anyway, I feel like that's not. I don't know why I have to explain that, but I feel like I explained to Leos, but Leos ain't going to listen to me.
Since you guys asked me 2 questions, it's only fair that I ask another, right? Then my question is, have any of you ever seen a demon?
Yes.
What?
In a lot of games.
A demon. You haven't then, Red?
I have a name.
Leos?
You know what? It's actually worse hearing you say my name.
What's your answer?
I never heard of him.
That leaves 1.
Me?
Bond's hand balled into his fist into his lap.
I don't think I mean...
Oh, this is interesting. The quietest one, the least likely one, knows something?
No, I just... Once, I think I saw some kind of demon. Are demons really evil?
That's a decision you've got to make for yourself.
It depends. In general, yeah, but...
Oh, fucking please.
Oh, fucking please.
Have you been to Oxabor before?
Just the once.
What do you know about it?
For the last 100 years or so, it's mostly been run by the Murano family. They aren't technically in charge, but they control the glass industry. Everyone else is basically eating out of their hands.
Oh.
The glass industry?
That's unfortunate. Nikos brought that up too.
When the Muranos arrived, Oxabor glass was so rare that only the rich could afford it. They capitalized on it hard and brought glass to the general populace. They bought terrain and heavy-duty equipment and financed the other companies that already existed. They basically bought the place out. Instead of using sand from Stagwitch and other nearby beaches, they started importing from the countries beyond the sea. Apparently, the sand is endless there, but I've never seen it myself to confirm that. It's a little strange. When they arrived, they were already drowning in riches. Where did they come from?
You're very knowledgeable, sir.
That was actually a really detailed answer. I didn't expect him to be so serious. Oh, well, yeah, there you go. Pretty much exactly what we just heard.
They export all over Vidus now. All the way to Sidcaeum. I answered your question, so now it's my turn. A group like yourselves of such varied personalities. How did you meet?
I lived between Leos and Fawn. How did we meet?
So...
Think quick.
I met Fawn after I started my journey to Stagwitch. One thing led to another, and he decided to join. Right?
Right.
And Red?
Leos? He,
I'm just along to protect them. Pay me enough and I'll do anything.
Oh, really? I'll keep that in mind.
Stagwitch is long gone now. When I looked out on the landscape, it was filled with fields and farms. With the occasional cottage or ranch, it was peaceful, watching the world go by gently from a rocking wagon. Well, it would have been peaceful, but there are too many noisy people in such a small place for it to be quiet.
I have a question.
A wide smile spread over his face as he stretched out casually.
What were your judgments?
What?
You know, your judgments. What do the gods have to say about you three?
I looked at Leo's, but his eyes looked just as panicked as mine.
Judgments? What's that?
Fawn looked at the green-haired man with a straight face. Surprisingly so, because, you know, it's a BL game. You can never look at anybody with a straight face, but...
Stop babbling nonsense.
Fair enough. Forget I asked. Well, we've got a long journey ahead of us. Best I get some beauty sleep.
I don't think sleep will help with that.
You should give it a try, too.
With a laugh, he limped backwards enough for Varys to hop into my chest away from the wind.
Feel free to sleep for the rest of the trip if you want.
We couldn't. Aren't you tired too?
Not that it stopped the green-haired man. His eyes were definitely already shut.
I'm used to it. I travel overnight a few times a week.
And I think we're going to sleep with Fawn. Or should I offer to sit in the front? That's interesting. So we could... What's the point of the fourth choice? Is a fourth choice to get, like... I'm going to choose Fawn. So, obviously that last choice really didn't matter, but... I say it didn't matter, but it really doesn't. Yeah, we're going to stop it here, actually. I think it's a good place to stop it off at, but we'll come back to this soon enough. I promise you it'll be soon enough because I actually have time on my hands, which is awesome. But I did hope you enjoyed this episode of the Divine Speaker Extended Demo. If you did enjoy it, leave a like and share the videos you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, cosplay, but subscribe down below. And of course, click that bell notification if you haven't already so you can be notified when videos are uploaded on my channel. And outside of that, I'll see you awesomes later with some more. We're going to finish Silver Blue. We are going to finish Silver Blue demo, which we're on the last. I think we're literally one episode away from finishing, I'm pretty sure. Then we're going to come back to room number 9 and come back to Divine Speaker Extended Demo, and we're going to start a new Let's Play. And then we'll see about the videos that I mentioned in the beginning of this video. We'll see how that goes. It just depends on what we got, you know what I mean? But outside of that, thank you awesome for watching. I'll see you later, okay? Love you, and don't forget to stay awesome.